out to you.
Well,
okay.
Jace was calling out to the side of Griffin.
It's a quick lock-in.
I guess it's going to be Jace mid, most likely, into the Lissandra.
As now we're trying to set up for the bottom side. Let's see who they decide to go for. It's going to be Lahens. He's not all that tanky yet, as that was super easy to set. So I would agree with you. That was a bit of a mistake, but Griffin still, somehow, trying to hit a super fast 200 CS, and now just crested by yourself.
It certainly were-bammed him in the laning phase.
Okay, you poor guy. Everybody's missing. And he will be punished for that one. Griffin with another win. There's a turret taken up in the top side by Gen.G, but another Drake is going to go the way of Griffin.
Anything you can do, I can do better. Be created in this 1v1. Understand the Lissandra pick because
Gen.G where they do come back and win a couple of fights.
No synergy with Sejuani, no threat of a Camille, Aurelia, all those champions we saw. As there will be another Infernal spawning. Griffin's on the Baron. Okay, here we go. We're trying again. It's at 10,000.
They have a nice amount of damage. That teleport, though, from the Lissandra so far away, and Peanut just gets blown up. As he was pretty good at checking, but I guess Lahens was quicker there to get on top of him. Let's see what Ruler can do. We got a TP coming in, as it is going to go the way of Griffin here. Fly not able to do much, just immediately gets bursted down. Doran with the nice stuns to follow up here as Gen.G are just gonna get ripped to shreds. Viper going in, flashes the kill for my team. As now the game is blown wide open. We were at about 4,000 or 5,000 gold lead, now it's 10,000.
The reason this game is straight up over, Valdez.
Yeah, might just come down to that. We were getting... Guys just had his run of the mid lane right now, just having a ball.
Cooldown is really short. I'm spamming that down. The EQ not too short. There's no way for them to get in here.
Ping on the bottom side too. They know that they're down as Baron
Let's
is
try and fight on our terms. And maybe Chovy can stop that though. He's actually crept around.
Peanut with the read. He's being scanned. And knows that he can get away. Oh! Okay, that was over 50% as he's looking for it. Oh, he sniped! Oh no! Viper from downtown. Gonna take him out. That was 3 abilities. As Doran, trying to go 1v1, is nearly able to there. Flash coming in from Fly as he's desperately trying to do what he can, but he absolutely cannot do anything. Griffin will be able to take this game 1. Most likely on this push.
We would have understood if Raul had just paused and said, really? Really? But the death recap will tell him it. The death recap is for his entire team. Griffin's going to close it here.
Yeah, pushing in. Let's add to our KDA, says Griffin, as a very slow and steady pace to game 1. But a win is a win. And Griffin will pick Assumption, and Vladimir is going to be the final pick here on the side of Gen.G.
Juve took 500 games to play his first.
Get a new player. You have some really easy to land CC. As we're flashing in and we're trying to kill Rich real quick as he's gonna flash away, but that
a player who's new to the scene in such a big match is now he's got a lot of friends.
Yeah, Chovy doesn't have his flash here. Nice dodge on the knockup, but Chovy, it's 3-on-1. You are definitely dead as Light. Yeah, no.
What? That happened.
Yeah, Light flashed to the left.
All right, look at the summoners and tell me what happened.
Yeah, well, I'm going to have to hold that thought as Rich is getting ganked here again. Perhaps doesn't know about the revive, but he just got CC'd to death.
What a great read.
And it looks like they were waiting for the Kaisa.
Well,
and they are going to get the Kaisa. 5 and there's 3. I know LS uses 10 head from time to time and 11.
It's just too much.
Play around that lane. Now as Doran, he's the real explorer this time around. Where are you going? Immediately into the hands of the Sejuani.
Body slam.
Oh, trying to get on top of Tarzan here. As, okay, gonna go into the pool after that flip, and well, he just doesn't have enough health. 3-on-1.
Dust deserves his death, this QV. You need to be able to read that scenario a little bit better. Tarzan stuck around for longer. He was again ahead of the play. This has been some of the 200 IQ Tarzan jungling that we haven't seen in a while in the LCK. Shout out to him, if you're good.
Yeah, they're going to be totally fine with that here. They expected a lot more people, but they just found the host, the Mountain Drake.
But the booze is out, so they're actually able to get a free drink in. So
yeah,
good about that.
It's pretty nice.
He's a ward to the right here to spot. They'll know that life is coming around as Drake's already at 2,000.
Got a lot of damage, and it's just going to be
Through this game against Gen.G's comp.
빨간 팀의 포탑이 파괴되었습니다.
Can definitely.
But Ruler's a big boy.
파란 팀의 포탑이
Yeah, that was
As you're watching the hands try to feel out whether there's somebody there.
Oh boy, life. And he's going to go down. Just face checking there a little bit, but how about up in the top side? Toby trying to force this one. Peanut wants to say, get away from my rookie. As in goes the rest of Griffin. The stopwatch is good. Ruler trying to go in. Not quite able to kill Viper, though. And that is
Stays mid lane, didn't get the call. TP in, so actually Griffin get a lot from this. It was a pleasure to watch.
Engage the last time around. He's still renekton, though. Trying to get out of here. Look at that damage, though. It's insane as they're diving turrets. They don't really care. They've got some pretty good pull off the Baron as well. Good turn. Lahan's looking for the Hex Flash over the wall, trying to mix things up here. Cuvée getting into that back line, and they are turning, but down will go the Rakan, and Cuvée alone is going to only get one kill. But Gen.G at the end of the day, they still get...
We're actually caught in transition by Ruler.
Yeah, both AD carries getting dangerously low as Dorn again in the front line gets dunked by Rich. Gonna pick up another kill for himself in his debut, and Toby over the wall slices him out of the air with that big golden sword. As there you have it, a couple of kills in Gen.G. They are coming back.
They're looking for the win here. This is a long death timer on Chovy again. Died with the Dominus available. At minimum, they lose mid lane inhibitor.
At minimum, you say, they're not going to stop pushing. You'd have to imagine they're on the cusp of winning this game. Lots of damage onto Ruler, though. Gotta be careful about that Kai'Sa.
Better Storm and heal available, so he should be able to continue. A lot of melee champions, not easy for Gen.G to close.
Okay, Cask coming in, trying to mix things up here, trying to get those minions out of the range. But there's still that cannon in there. They're going to be able to burst it down. We've still got timers coming in, but it's 10 seconds now.
Minion wave kill of his League of Legends career. The permafrost timing couldn't have been more fortuitous. As there's the Space Jam. A pretty good reference, I'd say, given that Michael Jordan, another player who was able to transition sports. It feels weird to say because
He was only about 20 CS behind the whole time. You got to give him props for what he's been able to do to come back this time around.
He's clear out the minions here, Griffin. Disengage.
We're going in. That's a lot of damage already from the Aatrox. We're just frontlining now. We got the Xayah coming on in and just critting them down. As Viper not quite able to do the same amount of damage on the top side. He's not going to be able to do it here. As Gen.G will eventually take out that Kai'Sa. Well, actually, Kai'Sa's going to live, but they're just going to turn onto the Nexus and take this game number 2. And we're going all the way tonight, guys. Game number 3 will be coming up of Griffin as Nico's locked in.
All right, so Sejuani's support then is basically confirmed in that, which means they have to reinvade here, otherwise they have no area of control, and Peanut's in a lot of trouble.
Oh boy, no flash on him either. And we got the smite down, but again, it is an Olaf and you're dead. Level 1, and 1 kill first.
How they've capitalized, I think it was very, very poor, so sadly, when I slant the players, blue buffs, so much pressure is bot lane.
Wow, we're flashing for the freeze here on the life. He's got great health still. I know it's less, but it still does it as Viper's taking a ton of damage. One more Q, looks like that was gonna land, and he's just gonna burst down the heads just like that, and Viper, he's got no flash. He is so dead. As he's gonna try to dodge here, and actually, Ruler's going for it. He goes in with the E, there's the Devour. Not exactly
advantage for Tarzan so far. Let's make it 8.
Really trying to make a move towards the top side. It's like, okay, he's gonna find an Olaf. And that's not who you want to find if you are a Skarner down a level. Tarzan getting in there though, Rich.
Olaf is there and makes him look silly. Base check coming in here, but sweep is smartly used.
He's gonna get frozen down here, just chewed through that one. But Peanut, this time around, he's in the good position, and he's gonna pick up that first kill. This bottom lane.
This game 3 in 15 minutes. But another one to this Ezreal, who's getting ready to flex on the high damage Ezreal.
That Rich is going to back everybody on the side of Gen.G back, so another Drake. The Cloud Drake this time goes the way.
Nice zoning. Kazan using his 2-level lead Try to get this turret.
Oh, trying to take it up here up against Rich, but the Dominus comes in. Do they have the damage? He's staying alive for so long, and the Flash Devour gets him to safety, but Toby still has the damage, and Rich went in a little bit too quickly there, as LaHens was able to tank up so much of that damage, and a successful dive might not be over just yet. Peanut and Life, they don't have that much DPS. The turret goes down, and it should be 2 more kills, and that it will be 4 in total. As well, Juve was able to get 1 on the top side, but that's 4 for 1. Still Griffin with a big win.
All 5 members of Griffin under turrets. That one was all baited by Rich out of position, and that moment the Flash Devour from Life went onto the Renekton. Guess what? Easy change of target onto Ruler. He goes down.
Sejuani, of course.
Potentially come in here. Doran doesn't know about Scar until now.
He's just going to try to avoid it, go for the Pop Blossom, see if he can survive, but the Flash Impale is going to be good. Tarzan now trying to get on top of Cube, knows he doesn't have his pull, and man, he hits like a truck. He actually does so much damage onto that Vladimir, who doesn't have that much armor, and that's going to be an extra kill as Skarner gets a couple of
runaway trucks backing them up as well. As Kai'Sa swooped in.
Rich doesn't have Dominus. He's going to have to flash away, but there's Impale on the Silas, the straight-up 1v1 as Rich takes the brush and gets shut down.
In style there, the Skarner ultimate available and guarantees the kill. Outskilled in the 1v1 is...
All right, looking for Ruler here, going to force that Devour, but in goes the Impale. He's got QSS. Rich trying to frontline, and now there's nothing to stop it as Rich doesn't have any of that QSS. And now we're diving again. In goes the Kai'Sa into the back line. It is a massacre up against Gen.G under this turret. Tarzan easily able to trade out that aggro on the turret, and that is going to be 4 more kills. Deja Vu strikes in game 3.
A quadra kill for Viper on that one. Chose the perfect timing to make it happen as Cuvée was cooped up in the 1v1 against the 4-lane build of the on-hit Nico. That's probably the straw that broke the camel's back. Griffin's going to get a bit of everything as the second time under a turret they exit with 4 kills.
You gotta imagine that's going to be the GG moment. You know, the highlight moment when Griffin fully take over this game. They were ahead, they were in control, but that is where this was
likely to be our 2 relegation teams. So they just need to play League of Legends this week, and then potentially you can hide quite a lot of stuff unless Hanwha Life comes in like they did against Dumb One Gaming. Theoretically, they play 2 series next week. They should win both. They don't have to show much, and then they'll be in great seeding position. They'll be 10-5 after the win here, joining many other teams at that stat line.
As we have the Baron here, they got it 2.5 minutes ago, but they're kind of just mulling around, not really finding a way in.
Where we going?
Okay.
Well, they tried.
Good effort.
Now you lost bot lane tower. I feel like we saw this in our first series by Afrika.
I know. It's like deja vu happening in multiple ways tonight. Griffin now, you can see Gen.G just so desperate. Peanut, he wants 1 pick, please, he says. Give it to me. Griffin just going to shut him down like a bully on the schoolyard. Going to put that Skarner into the pavement. Say, well, we're going to take both your inhibitors and probably take this game. We're not done pushing as they look to rotate up top lane.
Feels like Gen.G took too many rotations on their office chair, and now they're dizzy. Valdez are getting caught out in multiple areas, and they're going to lose all 3.
With the Baron, and with all the inhibitors down, we're just trying to push in all the lanes at the same time. Going in with the Impale, they're actually able to stun down Toby, but Zonya's is a pretty good item, and well, the Vladimir doing his best. He's actually going to live here for 1 moment. Let's see if Cuvée and the rest of the guys can actually stop this one. Viper's still pretty alive in this one. He's going to try to chop him down, but Cuvée trying to put on the defense. They're going to get 2, and can they actually do it? It was pretty close, but in the end, it's not enough. There's way too many
my
minions.
goodness!
And that's the minion horde that came in, the undead army from the 4th place. After that one, of course, they still have to play 3 more games, but I feel like it's all about the amount of losses you take and how many you can avoid, and which matchups as well you have left over.
King's